Everybody got a gun.
Got a gun.
He's got a gun. So today is a special day. Today is a special day. For me, I'm actually excited. Like last night, I went to bed like it was Christmas Eve, and today I get to meet Papa Renty, and I gotta explain who Papa Renty is and why that's important. So the shirt I got on, so I'll explain the story. So the shirt I have on was a design that we came up for, and I don't remember if it was focused on Black History Month or Juneteenth, but we came up with this idea. What if there was an underground magazine during slavery time where the slaves could read, and it's just like a periodical. So we came up with Uhuru, and Uhuru is Swahili for freedom. So I said, what if we made up this fictitious magazine and then do like the cover for it? So that was the whole premise of this. So the first thing we wanted to do, we wanted to put a slave on the cover. So I went researching, trying to find authentic pictures of slaves. And I came up with this picture of Renty, and it really resonated with me. And I was like, okay, we're going to build it around this. And did a little research. I found out that Renty actually was from the Congo, and Renty was a slave on a plantation, on the Taylor plantation in Columbia, South Carolina, which drives it home because we're from South Carolina, we're from Charleston. So we definitely, as like, this ties in to our roots. So we're gonna go with that. Also, I saw where his family was actually, no, let me back it up. Harvard had this picture. Like, I found out that they took this picture. They actually was doing a study. Actually, the study was to prove that blacks were inferior to white folks. And it was a study. They paid for a study. And you have to understand, like, you could take pictures on your phone today, that everything comes equipped with a camera. But back then, you had to have money. You had to really be rich. It's just like, it'd probably be the equivalent to owning a Maybach. It's like you really have to have money to have your picture taken. So Harvard had this picture taken, and they actually took the pictures in Charleston. I didn't know all of that back then. I just resonated with the picture. I stared at this picture a lot over time, and we made this the T-shirt. We made the design, and we actually presented this to the International African American Museum. We did a collaboration with them, and this design was one of the designs that we presented them. They didn't pick this design. They picked another one, which is one of our favorite designs. So fast forward, I see a news report where the descendants of Renty won a case against Harvard, and they actually got the pictures back. And so I became intrigued by this. I was like, wow. So now I go looking for his descendants. So I found Tamara Lanier, and I was kind of nervous because we had his likeness on the shirt. Although, this is 175 years old, I'm thinking this is public domain. So when we used it, I wasn't thinking about any copyright infringement. But now I'm reaching out to his actual descendants. And she responded, and she told me, we had a nice conversation, and she shared some information with me. I found out that she wrote a book earlier this year. I was excited, so I went and got the book. I just finished reading the book. And she also, that picture, they got the pictures back, and they presented it to the International African American Museum. And today, I'm going to meet Papa Renty. So now I read her book. There was a documentary about Free Renty. There was a documentary on it. You could read a book now. The story is incredible. And I'm excited now. And our music days, we've been around all of the big names in hip hop, and I never was like starstruck or meeting anyone, but I just felt starstruck meeting the descendant of Renty. So today is Juneteenth. I'm headed to, after Max cleaned me up, I'm headed to the International African American Museum to meet Papa Renty. The picture is there, and I'm excited like a kid on Christmas Eve. So he gonna clean me up, and we headed to the museum. It's just incredible, and it goes back to, you know, with everything we do as a brand, we're intentional, and this just went way out. It just reached home. It resonated so much, and I feel like Papa Renty is my family, and I feel like I'm getting closer to my roots. So much that I finally decided to check my ancestry, and I've been saying it for years. I never followed through. But after I spoke to Miss Lanier, I ordered my 23andMe, and I'm gonna start my journey on. It's good world. We just pulled up to the International African American Museum, and I'm excited to meet Papa Renty. We're gonna go up in here, see a part of American history, African history, our history. And like I said, it resonates with us so much to tie this story into a vision that we had and our way of being creative. So I got Papa Renty on my shirt, and this is before any of this was actually in motion. So always being intentional, always a purpose and a passion behind what we do with the House of Langston. So that's exciting. So we're gonna go up in the museum. Also, you know, we're actually featured in the museum. We did a collective, we did a collaboration piece, and you could purchase it only. It's exclusive in here, and I hadn't had an opportunity to see that in the museum yet as well. So we're gonna check that out too. So today is a good day, and we're gonna enjoy. So until we talk again, y'all be safe. That's Langston. That's I gotta go this way.
Hey, you got tickets already?
No.
It's hi, sister. Ticket in, good.
You good? No.
You don't have tickets?
No.
Okay, you're just gonna go through. Be here. Go through.
All right. What's good? You do what you do. We on the road to Renty. Before anything, I gotta see Renty. That's Dion. That's a whole nother story. We'll tell you about that later.
All right.
Do you, boo? So we're in the museum now in search of Renty. We're gonna find Papa Renty. Been here several times. It is always amazing. It's always breathtaking, and you could feel the energy of the ancestors, because the actual grounds that we're standing on, it was the port of arrival for 90%, 98% of black folk in America. This is not a history lesson. We're doing research. We're trying to find Renty. That's where we headed. So when we find Renty, we're gonna holler back. So I am hurt, I'm disappointed. Renty has not made it to the floor yet. So I kind of jumped the gun. But I'm here with Dion. Now let me tell you why Dion is special. She's just special because she's special. But Dion, we actually named our breast cancer awareness
T-shirt after being, the 2-time cancer survivor. And I'm going through those challenges in my family right now, so that it definitely resonates. But she works here at the museum, and she's good people. But we'll be back. We're gonna continue the story. I really wanted to meet Renty today, but I'm gonna partake in the festivities of Juneteenth because this would have been perfect to see Renty on Juneteenth. But we're gonna come back and we'll continue the story when we finally get to see Renty. So we out.
And then it is asking how you want your receipt on the pad. And you're all set to go.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
No problem.
So, the journey to meet Renty eye to eye has taken a surprise turn, it's a favorable turn. And no, we haven't seen Renty yet, but we have been in contact with his descendants, Miss Tamara Lanier, which we were already in contact with her before we went to go see Renty. But I just finished reading her audiobook in January. She published a book telling her story, and I'm very busy, hectic life right at this moment, so I chose to get the audiobook so I could listen to it on the go. And I just finished it. Amazing story. It's not just her family story. It's not just Black history, but it's American history. It's not limited to Black history, because the history of this family tells a tale of America, a true tale. So it's amazing. You need to pick it up, either the book or the audio. So I went and got the book so I could have it, and I want to personally read it. I want to go back and read it. But I reached out to her just to let her know I finished the book. I watched the documentary, which kind of brought the book to life for me. And I was on the way to go see Renty. However, they didn't have Renty on display yet. So, you have to wait. You have to be patient. So she tells me, when she responds back, she actually seen the post that we did, and she saw the Uhuru t-shirt, and they loved the shirt. Her daughter saw it as well, and she said she would be in Charleston today, which is today. So I'm excited, the opportunity to meet her, and we're gonna gift her with the shirts, with the pieces. And I went and bought the book. Like I said, I wanna get it autographed. It's an extremely powerful story, and I'm going home to put my Uhuru shirt back on. We're probably gonna change the name of the shirt to the Renty. That's probably what's gonna happen. But yo, just keep rocking with us. Now that's Langston. This is definitely a dream merchant moment. Renty was definitely a dream merchant, and Miss Lanier is a dream merchant, and very passionate about telling her story. And we are indebted to her to sharing this with us. She could have kept this to herself, but she shared this story with the world, and I think that's amazing. So we salute to her. We salute to Papa Renty, and I'm excited to meet her later today. That's what's happening. And that's Langston. What's going on, world?
go see Miss Tamara Lanier, descendants of Renty Taylor. And actually, this is the next day. They had some things going on. They had some engagements, so we decided we could meet up this morning. So we're on the way to meet them, excited. Like I say, starstruck. And we have her book. You need to get a book and read this incredible story. Matter of fact, let me show you the book. I'll show you all the books so y'all can go pick it up. From These Roots, Tamara Lanier. I need to go pick that up wherever you'll buy books from. And I got my Renty shirt on again, and I got my crew. I got Chalk and Max, and we're gonna go meet her.
Yeah, I got a hit. I'm on chapter 5. That's awesome.
So we made it to the hotel. We were waiting on Miss Lanier to come downstairs, and we're going to gift her with, well, that's our book, but we're going to gift her with, that's her family, immortalized on the House of Langston T. I had the journal for her, I left it.
Mr. Renty.
We'll send it. But y'all need to get this book, From These Roots, Tamara Lanier. It's not a Black history book. It's a, there they go. Hello. That's my business partner, the brothers. That's Chris.
Hi, how are you?
Max, and
Grace.
Great.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
she's on the audio book. I was like, she must do this.
First time.
That was good.
I didn't realize I didn't know how to read until I tried to read a book.
She did a phenomenal job.
So your voice is embedded in here. Like I'm on chapter 5 right now.
So I'm on a mission, everyone. So here's what's crazy to me. That all of the people they could have picked, they picked Rankin. And he's just the opposite. Exactly. He's just the opposite of what they were trying to depict. And that still happens today.
And it proved to me that it wasn't about white supremacy. It was about money in the promotion of slavery.
Right.
Because these people were embedded in the Industrial Revolution, making big dollars on the cotton from the South.
Right.
Yes. So, and Harvard, the Harvard alum, the Harvard prisoners, they were all making fortunes from slavery. Now, they all claim to be, abolitionists and against slavery, but secretly they were all profiting.
Oh yeah.
And with the dollars, is big.
I like how you touched on the Swiss and how they're like, oh, we're neutral. But nah, they would.
Money.
Yeah.
And at the root of all evil, right?
Oh yeah, the love of it.
Did they say when they're going to have Rankin on display?
Well, Harvard is being Harvard because this could have happened
Still.
already. Yeah. Even their story, their comment, they couldn't even part clean in terms of resolution. The things they said, well, we haven't been able to confirm her genealogy. You've never looked.
Wow.
And you've never sat down with me. You have also in court every step of the way said, we don't dispute her genealogy. They've said it on the record in the press. And now that it's over and it won't be litigated in court, they're like, well, we can't prove it. So they're trying to have have it both ways. And the other thing they said is, we've always wanted to give them to. This is why we had to sue you to make you give them up, right?
So I didn't get signed. And we only had a few good left, so I gave them what we had.
We appreciate it.
And what I want to do is, when we get this right side, because then if I get a mailing address, I'll send it proper.
I'm so honored. Your packaging.
Like, we was holding this for a minute. We needed a
Oh my goodness.
to get up.
I tell you. Oh, this is.
I know. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I gotta take a picture of that. I got to. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I appreciate your fight.
You know, I cause so much trouble when I wear these shirts. And like Harvard would be speaking, and I go into their, into the shirt on and say, "This is my ancestor," and they're not telling his true story.
Right.
The audience, everything shifts to me in the shirt and the image. And I didn't bring the pen with me, but I'd love to sign your book.
Yes.
Herman?
Oh.
Oh, you have a poster too?
Yeah, the last minute.
Oh my goodness. I'm gonna hang this up in my house. I'm gonna get a frame for this.
We thought of that, but I was like, they're flying, and the frame not gonna work on the frame.
Yeah, take a picture. Oh man.
Y'all gotta tag me with the picture.
Oh yeah, we will.
Oh, we'll definitely send the picture.
Definitely inspired by it. So.
We'll get that young lady to take a picture for us. That was great. That felt good. We just left Miss Tamara Lanier and her daughter Chantrell, and we had an amazing conversation. And I just feel so uplifted just having that conversation. And we're gonna be harping on this like we wrote it. From these roots. And I need everybody to pick this book up and listen to this American history lesson. This is an American history lesson. It's not a black history lesson, though it's rooted in black people. It's an American history. When you understand your history, you give yourself the opportunity to correct the wrongs and uplift the rights, right? That's what you get to do. But you got to know the truth to make that happen. And House of Langston is very intentional with everything we do. And this started from a t-shirt design, us being creative. And it's expanded our personal space in the midst of business. So that's love right there. So it's a good day. We on the way to ATL. Dream Merchant Tour stop. Juneteenth celebration. Our brother Mets. That's where we headed now. Word.